In this video, I'm going to show you guys how you can create a bone meal farm for your survival world. Now, while this farm might look absolutely huge, I reassure you, it's really quite simple. So what happens is here we have a huge farm of melons, and here we have a harvester which flies off every now and again, collects a bunch of melons, and then when they get collected, they get put through a bunch of composters which transform them into bone meal. These here are all of the resources required to build this farm. As you can see, it's really not that much. Now, of course, it goes without saying that you will need some melon seeds, you'll need a hoe, and you'll also need more than a single bucket of water. Temporary blocks is always a good idea, so I just put that in for good measures. So first off, you need to find a relatively flat area, maybe flatten it a little bit more before starting, but anyway, what you first want to do is here, mine 6 blocks like this, and then diagonally mine out 7 blocks. Now, as you see, I have to do a little bit more flattening before continuing. Now you need to alternate placing block and placing a hopper. Now you don't need to take smooth stone, it can basically be any stone really, but by preference do make it stone because these will serve as landmarks later on. Here place 2 temporary blocks and then a slime block, and then go out to make it a total of 6 blocks long, so like this, and then here you can make it about 5 blocks long. So this is what your thing should look like. Get rid of your temporary blocks and voila. Now what you want to do is place some glass blocks behind every single hopper like so. Also grab yourself your iron bars and place an iron bar like this underneath the slime every single time you have a hopper. So there we go. And then you can place down your 6 hopper mine carts like so. You can also get rid of your mine carts, so do that for all 6 hoppers, and yeah, voila. Then we are going to need to push these slime blocks down, so just place a downwards pointing piston on both sections of slime, grab yourself a lever, and then yeah, just push the slime down, and there we go. Normally our iron bars here should be inside our minecarts. Then come here and place 2 sticky pistons like so. Grab yourself your 4 observers, place one pointing downwards on both sides and then one pointing upwards on both sides. Then here place a temporary block and then a regular piston with another block on top of it and a redstone dust. Then here place 2 temporary blocks like so with a permanent block on top. Get rid of those, then do the same thing like this diagonally. There we are. Then grab yourself your redstone dust. You can place 2 on top of the whole stack. Then grab yourself your comparators that for some reason I do not have in my inventory, and place them down pointing like this in both directions. Grab your hoppers and make like this a hopper loop with both hoppers pointing into each other, and then your 2 sticky pistons can go like this and like this, and yeah, that's it. Now you need to place a temporary block like so to prevent our machine from accidentally starting, just kind of put it everywhere like this, just to really make sure that nothing accidentally starts. Now place a redstone block like this in front of this redstone, and in these hoppers, or you need to put 3 stacks and a half. So let me just put that in, and yeah, then grab yourself a lever and place it here. So by the way, this here is a switch to be able to turn on and off your farm. Just flick the lever to turn it off, and then get rid here of your temporary blocks, just like so. Now we need to count 100 blocks in this direction, starting from right here. Once that is done, place 3 temporary blocks and grab your regular piston and place it pointing this way. Then you can get rid of all of these temporary blocks. Then here place 1 glass block like this diagonally, then place 2 more glass blocks with 1 block in between, and then like this as well. So this is what you should eventually get. Now what you need to do here is get rid of this gap and place a block like so. So do that here, and yeah, that's really it. So there we are. Now it's time to create the collection system. In my case, that's rather simple, but in your case, you're going to need to dig a little bit and basically expose all of these hopper pointy bits. There should be a total of 6 hoppers, so you know, just keep that in mind. So I've already exposed 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go. Now I'm also gonna get a little bit more room for myself to be able to move, so there we go. I hope the video is bright enough. In any case, I just give myself night vision. So under this block, place a double chest, then place like this a row of hoppers that will be basically funneling all of the bone meal into that chest. There we go. Then place a composter every single time you have one of these hoppers on top. So normally 6 composters should be required. There we go. And yeah, that's it. That's your collection system. Anyway, so what you now want to do is to here do like this: 4 farmlands, and then water 8 farmlands, and then another water, and then continue on with 8 farmland, and then 1 water, etc, etc, all the way until you hit the other side. Now here at the end, obviously you won't be able to fit a full you won't be able to fit 8 farmlands, but anyway, simply replace this block here with another water source block, and yeah, that's it. Now we'll just need to do the same exact thing here, so you know, right here. Now the waters won't be in sync because obviously we're starting at different blocks, but anyway, yeah, so again, do 4 blocks, 1 water source, 8 blocks, 1 water source, and then you know, continue from then on with 8 blocks and then 1 water source, and do that again all the way until the end. Now we need to make other strips of farmland. We won't need to place any more water from now on. So make a whole strip of farmland every single time we have one of these solid blocks. Okay, so there we go. Now we are going to need to place some stone. We're going to place 2 strips of stone right here and right here. This will simply help us with efficiency. Now it's time to plant a whole bunch of seeds. Now don't worry, you don't necessarily need to plant all of the seeds quite yet for this farm to work, but you know, the more seeds you plant, the more efficient it is. So if you don't have enough seeds quite yet, you can place as many as you have, and then you know, let the farm already start working, and then collect more seeds over time. But anyway, yeah, so plant your seeds. Anyway, once your seeds are placed, then simply just wait a little bit, let a couple grow, and then you are ready to start your farm for the very first time. And there we go. So just flick the lever and it should activate the whole thing. And yeah, so now this is going to fly back and forth. It's going to collect the melons using this hopper minecart, and then you know they're gonna get composted and everything. So yeah, that's what's happening. Now I do have to say though, if you intend on leaving the area, first flick the lever to turn off the farm and wait until your flying machine is back, because if you leave while your flying machine is moving, it risks breaking, or even worse, your hopper minecarts risk glitching out of our iron bars, which is definitely something we do not want, because putting them there in the first place is already a little bit tricky. But anyway, once it arrives to the other end, it shall be turned around. Now, as you can see, this isn't 100% lossless farm, because some of the melon is indeed being pushed all over. And whoops, I was not actually supposed to do that. 2 seconds. So yeah, this isn't 100% lossless farm. There are going to be a few melon slices that will be pushed to the side and stuff, but most of the melons, like I would say about 80% of the melons, do get collected and do get transformed into bone meal, or just get put in storage as a melon farm. So there we go. When it will come back, this timer will keep it here for a while before sending it off, to make sure that all the mine carts are empty before, you know, sending it again. So yeah, as you see, this is also pretty quick, so any second now we should see bone meal coming in. The rate on this farm is about 1000 bone meal per hour. But anyway, that concludes today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and if you're interested at all in seeing how to create a vine farm, then click on screen right about now. Else than that, bye!